Hey guys,
I'm Jerry.
I'm Sierra.
We're ladies.
And we tangent.
What's up, everyone? Hello. What?
The way that we're both just like, ugh.
I know.
Guys, we're both having anxiety.
I'm stressed. Tour's coming up.
I think that's what's hitting us both really heavily.
Yeah. And Brady, bless him, I think he thinks he's helping, but he's stressing me out more.
Is he?
Yeah, because I can tell he played sports because he is like, so what's your game plan? What are you guys going to do? And have you guys come up with a script? Do you know what you're doing? And you feel ready? And I'm like, hey, shut up. Shut up. I know you think you're helping.
But you're just reminding me that the answer is no to all those
Yeah,
questions.
I was like, I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
It's part of the creative process that you and I have it's always worked for us.
The process is procrastination, brother.
And it always has been.
Yeah. I do my best work
I was going to say
on the fly.
Our best works are done. Because Corey was like, Corey's turning into the complete opposite because he's watched us do this so many times.
Yes.
Because I was freaking out to him. And he goes,
because Corey did used to be a little panicky.
He was.
He used to be more anxious about it.
He was like, what's the script? And I remember he was in the hotel with us literally before the Columbus show. And we were like putting the script together that day, essentially. Like we had a rough draft situation going on. But we were like going through, I was writing my stuff down in the hotel room 2 hours before we had to be at sound check.
And the script was just writing down the titles of the videos. It wasn't even the script.
No, there was no script. That was the thing. We did like a rough run through.
An outline.
Yeah. And then we wung it. And it became what it became. And it was beautiful. So that's what he told me when I was freaking out to him. And I was like, no, I think it's just it's like.
I don't know her yet. I haven't met her yet. It's like a first
Camp
date.
Tangents was such an old friend.
Yeah.
She was comfortable.
Yeah, she was familiar.
Yes. And now I'm like, who the is this?
Yeah.
I'm trying to swear less because I've been listening to myself a lot and I curse like a sailor.
Yeah.
And I
sure do.
I really need to stop.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I just will listen to it and I'm like cringing at myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I
feel like I want to cuss more.
You should. Well,
and
I think the reason why was growing up, people were so like, that's unladylike. That's whatever. It made me want to do it more because I was like, they're like, people like won't want to hang out with you if you talk like that. And I was like, that is the goal. You didn't know. That's been my goal all along. So, but I think I took it a little too far.
You think? I haven't noticed.
Great. Okay, good. Maybe it's just
say,
me.
I think maybe you're feeling anxious and you're trying to find something to control, and that feels like a controllable thing.
Wow. I think you're so right. I actually think you've never been more right.
Speaking of cussing, though, sometimes now that I've moved my office. Now that I've moved my office into the dining room.
Sure. And your Lucky Charms.
And my Lucky Charms. You can hear us louder.
Oh.
And so when I'm editing, if I don't have my headphones on, the kids can hear and they're very aware of some of the words that we're saying, but they're old enough that I can have conversations with them and say like what we've always said about curse words. You know, certain words make people feel uncomfortable. We can say them in certain situations. And the reason that we say adults can use them and kids can't is because adults can kind of suss out situations where it's
appropriate.
Yeah, they have that skill where you don't have that skill yet, where you can kind of analyze situations and figure out where it's appropriate and where it's not appropriate. And so I was singing a song, and in the lyrics of the song, the word stupid was in the lyrics. And so I'm singing the song, and I sing stupid. I think the lyrics are like, don't be stupid. Okay?
Yeah.
Birds of a feather, right?
Okay.
Ollie goes, don't say that, Mom. That's a bad word. You can't say stupid. And Forrest goes, yeah, or fuck.
He's like, I just need you to know. You didn't say that one, but you need to know that one
also off limits.
Yeah.
And I choked and I go, what did you say? And he goes, you can't say stupid and you can't say fuck. I was like, noted, brother. Okay.
I appreciate you.
And then he doubled down and he goes, and he wanted me to know that there are variations situations. He's like, fuck or fucking.
Yeah. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yep, there are different forms of the word fuck that are all bad.
All of
so
it's
thank
bad.
you. Thank you for that, Forrest.
I love that. That's too funny. Anything else going on in your dailies?
I got furniture I was putting together today.
Nice.
It's a dresser.
It's starting to feel better outside.
Oh, it feels so good outside.
Love that. Love that.
Also, I was scrolling and I saw something. And the woman was like, I heard this and it was a question that was asked and now I want to ask everybody. And so I'm bringing this question here. I'm going to ask you. I'm asking the audience as well. Put it in the comments below if you're listening on Spotify or YouTube, wherever. The question is, if there was a museum of your life, okay, and there was a gift shop at the end,
okay,
what things would be in the gift shop for you? Like, what mementos could people buy to celebrate the museum of you?
What's your answer?
I don't know.
Okay.
My initial thought was like probably extra underwear. But that feels weird to buy in a gift shop.
No, but it's
also
so
like
true.
Mugs. I like
like
a mug.
I was gonna say probably books for me.
Oh yeah,
definitely books for me.
It would be almost like a little bookshop.
Yes, I'm. It's giving coffee shop, bookshop.
Yeah,
so you could buy, because really those are my favorite things.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of your favorite books.
Yes.
That would be
Wouldn't that be really
cool.
nice? Okay, yeah, that's my answer. Just a lot of books. Basically a bookstop.
That would be cool. Mine would probably be like sweatsuits, like sweatpants combinations.
Also crocheted items, probably.
Scrunchies.
Yeah.
I really like a scrunchie.
A lot of comfort things for you, I think.
Yeah.
It would be very cozy.
Yep.
Big blankets.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. A lot of comfort items.
Candles, probably.
I love a candle.
I know.
You know what I really love? Matches.
Ooh.
I love, like, strike the match type matches.
When me and Corey went on our honeymoon,
I don't like lighters.
Yeah, no, I
actually hate lighters.
Yeah, I do too, kind of. Especially, if I like them, I like the ones that look like a gun. They're long, and you can just shoot them.
You like those?
I don't have them, and I
Okay.
realize how necessary they are because I keep trying to light candles with short ones, and I burn my fingies.
Oh, yeah. You have to, like, turn them a certain way, and I hate that.
I just end up lighting a dry piece of pasta, a spaghetti noodle, and that works for me. Anyways, but then your house smells like burnt noodle.
Dude, my house smelled like burnt noodle one time because I was making noodles and they somehow burnt them.
Okay, that's crazy. I know, it's like so easy to make.
How did I burn noodles?
But I've also been there.
Yeah.
Mine is because I would break them off, and then I break them really like you're not supposed to, because Italians will get mad at you or whatever.
Yeah.
But I do, and then they go everywhere, and then they go underneath, and then it's just like burning pasta, boiling pasta.
Yeah,
the whole situation. What was it? What were we talking about?
We were just talking about what would be
light matches. I was on my honeymoon. And it was really nice because there was a fireplace in there that you could light actual fires.
Yes.
And they would give you a bundle of burnable wood.
Uh-huh.
Say that 5 times fast. It's
bundle of burnable wood.
It's really fun. And a thing of matches.
Yeah.
And it was so fun to I just liked the feeling of doing it and then being able to toss the whole thing in.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't have to get my hands anywhere near 100%. This. And that was nice.
Yeah,
it also made me feel like a little bit of control in a situation where I was like, you don't get my fingers today, fire.
Yeah, and then you could do like multiple.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just doing it to throw them in there because at one point it was just fun. And we had like 4 matchbooks.
Yeah. I like that a lot. I was at Home Goods and I found an entire jar full of them, but the matches are like 3 inches long.
Yeah, I like the ones too. Don't give me ones in a matchbook that break off with the little flimsy stems. I like a thick stem. I want it. I want to be able to put some oomph behind that. You know,
I want to get aggressive
and
with
then
my matches.
I also have to put then if you have a flimsy stick, I feel like I really got to put my fingers close. Now I'm getting fire on my fingers.
Yeah, again. Because here's the thing about me is if it's not used, I'm not throwing it away. I'm not going to waste a match. So I'm just going to I'm going to pinch it between my fingernails and now I'm going to catch my fingernails on fire and now it's going to stink.
Yeah.
Like burnt hair, except it's nails. Yeah.
Wow. Good question.
Thanks.
I'm curious what everybody else thinks and would say. I feel like I had something to tell you, and now it's gone. I can't remember.
Maybe art prints.
Ooh,
I feel like I would maybe curate different art prints. That would be fun.
Oh, wait, I was going to tell you something, but it's literally in the emails that I'm going to read to you, so.
Fun.
There's more fun stuff in there for us today.
Fun.
Should we just jump into it?
Sure.
Oh, wait. We have an announcement.
Yes.
Because guess what? If you don't know and you would like to hear more of us, you can go to our friends, and that's why we drink. They just released an episode. You're wearing I swear to God, Jerry, I almost wore that exact same outfit today.
Really?
I'm not kidding. And then I was like, I can't do that. I was going to wear it over this, but it was kind of hot and shorts. Anyways.
I'm wearing my Parapods zip-up hoodie that they sent us.
We are part of the Parapods network, which is, and that's why I drink, Christine and M's network. And so we went on their podcast. Maybe you'll see them over here eventually. And we did like a little slumber party themed ghosty.
It was really fun. It just came out. If you're listening to this on Tuesday, it just came out a couple days ago. So you can go listen to that on And That's Why We Drinks feed.
Yeah,
either on YouTube or if you are an audio listener. Yeah, you can anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
And it was super fun. And they also have Eva made a playlist for us.
It was called And That's Why We Tangent, which I think is so cute. And so that's what the playlist on Spotify is called. It's going to be very confusing if you see the playlist before you listen to the episode. So just know that.
Yeah.
There is relevance to the songs on there.
Yeah, the playlist is for after you listen to the episode.
Yes.
For sure. I do have on the reason I wore this is because I'm trying to wear this bra
finally
as much as possible. This is that super expensive bra that Taylor Swift wore when she was training for the Eras tour that like supposedly corrected her posture.
Yeah.
I fucking got one because editing Girls Gone Mild has fucked my back up so bad because
just hunched.
I have horrible posture anyway.
Yep.
And so I knew that this was a posture correcting bra.
That's
I knew
how I feel
that
like with me and streaming that now I've just become I'm getting tech neck.
When I tell you I put this on and it immediately like rounded. You know how grandma used to
look like a ballerina right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know how grandma used to yell at us all the time for being slouches?
Yep.
And she was like, get your tits out.
Roll your shoulders back, tits to the sky.
And she's like, no one likes a slouch. No one likes a schlump.
She would be furious. Because that's what we've all turned into. But slouches and slumps.
As soon as that's what this podcast is called. Slouches and slumps.
2 slouches, 1 slump.
But as soon as I put this on, whatever material this mesh is in the back is like
pulling it all together.
Oh, 100%. And the way, I mean, this was designed by a doctor of some sort.
Oh.
And it literally corrected my posture, and I feel like my shoulders have been rounded back ever since.
I'm gonna need you to send me that link.
I will. It's so fucking much money, but
yeah, I need it. I'm literally developing a hump.
Oh, same. That's why I got it.
I mean, and I know
not
sometimes
sponsored at all. I'm wearing it to see if it makes a difference, and I'll tell you, I'm feeling pain in my back, and I think it's because my muscles are being rerouted.
Yes, they don't know how to.
Yeah,
like what's this?
Yeah,
we're used to being like this.
Yes, so I feel like I'm in a place where like I'm being sore from having my posture corrected.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So I feel myself like. I almost feel like a bitch, if that makes sense.
No, I like it. You're making me want to be bitchier. I'm like, sit up straight, ho.
But I'm like not
trying to.
Yeah, I'm not trying to, and I don't feel like it's a hassle. I just feel very like supported. It's crazy.
That's really nice.
Again, not sponsored at all. But yeah, that's why I'm wearing this, because I'm trying to wear it as much as possible. And I edited the longest video of Girls Gone Mild yesterday, and I'm so happy this came in while I was doing it because it made the process so much easier.
Yeah, that's probably why you're sore though.
Oh, 100%.
From just sitting that way for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, nice. Yeah, send me.
Okay, I'll
wait to see it. Okay, so we have stories today because I wanted to do more stories because honestly, oops, that's my dog's throw up.
Well, we did cameos the other day, and someone was like, I would love for you to react to a story I sent in, and we were like, what is the story? It sounds crazy. And Sierra realized that she's had it saved, and we actually were supposed to read it on a different episode, never got to it.
That happens so much. To be fair, I can't remember where that one is right now. I will find it, though. Don't worry.
Like accidentally married.
Okay.
Accidentally got married or something.
I will find it. However, this is the first one I have for you today.
Okay.
Because I think we can get a couple of them in here. Now that we were starting,
and that's
not 30
what I've
minutes.
always said.
And this one is an Australian animal story. Throwback to last episode.
Yep. Everyone's pissed we didn't talk about a quokka.
Oh my God, guys. There's so many cool animals in Australia. There's no way I could have hit them all. Just know that there's a Tasmanian tiger. It's extinct now.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
She gone.
But
big rip.
Quokka. There was wombats. I don't know if I touched on them as much as I'd like to touch on wombats.
There's so many animals I'd like to touch on.
So many animals that were so cool. So just know, I said there would probably be a part 2, and there probably will be. Especially because there's also New Zealand animals, and you'll find that out very shortly. Ready? Hey, besties. Just listened to your Australian animals episode, and I just thought I'd tell you the tale of when a huntsman spider, bigger than my hand, came at me with a knife.
What?
Just kidding. They don't have opposable thumbs, but he did try to kill me all the same.
Did you write this? Because when I tell you, this bitch is like, oh my God, this spider was this big. And she'll hold up her hands like the size of a dinner plate, knowing that we also have eyes and we're looking at it and it's nowhere near that size.
I'm talking about leg span, girl. And it's at least
even then, it's not that size.
Well, I don't know. I have an astigmatism. Everything looks bigger and blurry.
Okay.
Now, huntsmans are not... What?
I'm so sorry.
Okay, what?
Did you see the signs outside?
No.
There are signs all over downtown.
Trump protest. I know that.
Yeah, there's signs all over downtown that says the Epstein files didn't delete themselves. They're taped on the courthouse. They're taped like everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah, people are pissed, as they should be. Because,
this is one of the craziest pieces of history we're living in. And
is.
we've lived through some crazy pieces of history.
I know. This one, it's going to be...
Watergate looks like child's play.
I know. It's really crazy. I can't wait to see what unfolds, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Because something's going to have to come out eventually. Or everyone's going to turn. I hope, which we should... And I would say that if people are like, Biden had him too. Hey, anybody who has access to it, I don't give a shit who's on there. Expose them. Yeah. Expose them, expose them, expose them. I don't care if my dad is on there.
Yeah.
Expose them.
Yep.
They're predators. They're rapists. Expose them.
Her dad's
No. Who's on the list? I'm fairly positive. I only said my dad because I'm almost 100% certain he's not.
But if he were, she's not protecting him, is what she's saying.
I'm not
There's
protecting
no one
anyone.
she would protect if they were those people. That's what she's saying.
I thought that would be obvious.
Well,
there will be some people who would be like, Sierra said her dad's on the Epstein list. No, that's
Great
not.
Daily Mail's doing another fucking. Hey, remember the girl who didn't have an appendix? Her dad's on the Epstein list.
She outed him on her own podcast. Okay, cut that off. I'm so sorry that I brought him into this. Only because I knew for sure that I could say that. People would be like, well, what if he is? If I said it about any other politicians. I don't care if they are.
Yeah.
I don't care if the Obamas are on there. And I love the Obamas.
Yeah.
If they are, put them in jail.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyways, back to New Zealand or Australia, whatever.
So fucking funny.
Now, huntsmans are not really poisonous, but for context, I'm a New Zealander, Kiwi, who moved to Australia at 18. And even though our countries are brothers, we do not possess the same flora and fauna. None of our animals in New Zealand are dangerous or scary unless you count the Kia, who will rip your car to bits for funsies while you're not watching. Real quick, because I looked it up, had to know. What do you assume a Kia is?
Well, I know that a Kia here is a
friend of our sisters.
And also also a vehicle.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our sister's friend Kia.
No, I just know that I got phone calls from Kia dealerships forever because my mom put my phone number down instead of hers.
This is spelled differently. It's KEA.
KEA.
Mm-hmm.
A Kia is probably a bear.
It's a parrot. I swear.
What?
It's a bird. I thought some type of a bear too. No, it's a bird.
Okay.
Or a weta, which is a giant insect that I wish I wouldn't have looked up, who likes to hide in your gum boots to scare the living shit out of you. It's basically like a huge grasshopper cricket hybrid.
Okay.
It's
and gum
huge.
boots, I'm assuming, are rain boots. They're like wellies.
Yeah. Wellies.
UK slang.
Okay. I've been in Australia for 14 years now. Anywho, a few years ago, I was driving to the head office of my new job for orientation day. An hour and a half drive in my shitty old farm ute because my car was getting fixed. I think you Americans call a ute a truck, quote, but we only use that word for actual trucks. In other news, in Australia, we also have doubly big trucks called road trains, and they kind of have a law unto their own. The rule is if you see one coming, get the fuck out of its way, lest you become roadkill. Okay. So we got road trains, we got utes, we got trucks.
Okay.
She's in a ute, like
a
utility farm vehicle, I'm assuming.
Okay.
About 45 minutes into the drive, out of the corner of my eye, I see the biggest fuck-off spider I've ever seen walking out from behind me on the door of the car, inside the car with her as she's driving.
Okay.
A huntsman. Mm-hmm. Do you remember how big those are?
Yeah.
Foot long.
Yep. $5 foot long.
Huge.
Huntsman.
Well, my brain switched off and I forgot the fact that I was driving a 1-ton death machine and instead was only concerned about the huntsman with a murderous glint in his eye. Being a shitty old farm ute, the window had to be manually wound down. So I wound down that bitch as fast as I could and I grabbed an empty plastic bottle to try to flick it out the window. Excuse me. It's thundering here, apparently.
Probably my dad and his motorcycle gang.
I hate it. So I'm on the highway.
He's got to go on a ride with them today before he gets in a limo to go see Nickelback later tonight.
Is that all for real?
Yes.
I thought you were just putting together a list of the douchiest things you could say.
Nope.
Not your divorce? Not your dad immediately listening to divorced dad rock with his motorcycle friends. Never made it as a blind man. Okay. I'm going to need you all to fucking shut up if I can continue this story. I'm on the highway doing 100 kilometers per hour at this point. I don't know what that is in freedom units, but 100 is the fastest you can go on most roads in Australia, apart from some sections of major highways. I successfully flick him out and then immediately remember that I'm driving. I look up and I'm no longer on the road, but I'm instead sailing headfirst into a ditch.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. By some miracle, I don't die. And then it's parentheses. Okay, not a miracle. The ute had metal skids underneath, which allowed me to slide up the bank on the other side of the ditch. I've been told that if I were driving my other car, it and I would have looked like an accordion.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
Some bruises, scratches, belt rash, whiplash, and some kind tradies with a tow bar later. I was back on the road and was only 15 minutes late to my orientation day. Still went to work. That's wild.
Absolutely the hell not. You know what a tradie is?
No.
It's like someone who, like a tow truck driver,
or
someone who does like
blue collar stuff.
Yeah, blue collar stuff.
Yeah. And that's how I went from a healthy, normal fear of spiders to a full-blown phobia. Tune in next time for more fun Australian stories, such as, ready? Waking up to a huntsman above my bed.
Damn, you got a lot of huntsman shit, huh?
Oh, it's going to get worse. A huntsman spider inside the shower curtain after I sudsed up in the shower.
Nope.
Another different huntsman dropping out of my towel mid-drying myself a week later. A snake falling out of my ceiling. A snake on my bedside table waking me up. A snake attempting to climb my leg thinking I was a tree. A snake in my shower. A snake in the toilet cistern that I only found after peeing. Jeffrey, the carpet snake who lives in our walls. What? Australia sounds like hell. A centipede on my bedroom wall waking me up in the middle of the night with its creepy tip-tapping. This happened twice. And so much more. Why did I move here? I don't know, but it sure was a mistake. Any hoozles, that's my story. Love listening to you ladies on my way to work. It always feels like having a convo with my friends. TTFN, Danny. You can use my name if you read it on the pod, but if you do, I will promptly shit myself. Hot girls have IBS.
Danny,
wow, that is scary. I don't know how you're okay with what is going on in your life. I wouldn't be.
Danny, I just looked up how fast 100 kilometers is in miles per hour.
I was wondering what you're doing over there.
It's 62 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
So you were going 62 miles an hour into a fucking ditch.
That's insane. That's so crazy.
It is a miracle that you're alive.
Yeah.
That's
thank God
crazy.
that you were in that car. Although, would you have had the huntsman if you were in your other car?
I don't know. Sounds like you have a huntsman everywhere you fucking go, dude.
Dude, why are they so prevalent there? And why aren't more people? I mean, I guess people say there that like huntsmen are good spiders. They like huntsmen.
Yeah.
There because they like take care of other pests. Kind of a situation,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And they don't really harm humans and they're more afraid of you.
Yeah.
But if they were just like popping out at me all the time, I feel like I would have a heart attack. Like
Yeah.
I would not be well.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So like, are they harmless? I don't think so.
Well, it depends. Physically, maybe. Emotionally,
no.
Feels pretty harmful. Feels pretty harmful. I want to know, Australians, sound off. There was an image that was shared in our Ladies and Fangens group, I believe.
Did I see
and it looked like snow. And someone said, this is not snow. This is spiders covering the ground. And it's some kind of something that happens in Australia. Is someone pulling my dick, or is that
is
real?
that real? Because honestly, I'm at an age right now where I don't know what's AI.
Yeah, I need help.
It's
SOS.
really bad.
What the fuck is that?
I keep getting tricked by AI like a lot. And
Yeah.
it's embarrassing every single time it happens.
I love that I keep seeing reels of people going out and being like, I got tricked by the bunnies on the trampoline.
I will say I didn't get that. That one didn't get me. I'm happy about that.
I just love that people are like, I have to go touch grass now that I got tricked by the AI bunnies jumping on a trampoline.
Yeah, that one was bad.
I didn't see the AI bunnies jumping on a trampoline. I just saw people reacting to getting tricked by it.
Yeah, I get tricked by a lot of like picture ones a lot of times. And then I'm like, that's crazy. And then they're like, that's not real. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I knew that.
No, for sure. I know that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, this is not the one that I found, but I did also have this one saved. So I'm still going to look for that accidental wedding one, I promise you. If you don't hear it on this episode, you will hear it. What?
Just my sister.
Amazing. You will hear it on the Patreon because I am determined to find it. But this one I still had saved, and this one is titled, I accidentally tripped balls at my wedding.
Sorry.
What was that? Awesome. Perfect.
Can you read that to me again?
This is called I Accidentally Tripped Balls at My Wedding.
Okay.
Hey, ladies, love you guys. I felt like this would be the perfect podcast to write into about this little oopsie. I'd like to stay anonymous. But basically, the night before my wedding, my bridesmaids and I had a lot of hotel fun. We were drinking, dancing, having fun, and one of them gave me an edible. I'm not like an everyday user of schmeed, but I have been in the past and I still partake from time to time, so I thought, why not? The night before your wedding.
Probably not the time, though. I feel like if you're going to do it, maybe bachelorette.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not the night before.
True, especially, well, you'll find out. Last night of partying it up before I'm in my wifey era. Except she failed to tell me that this edible was not a normal edible. Usually I'd take something like 10 milligrams or so. This one was 700 milligrams. Not funny. That's so scary. Well, you have, no offense, your friend is a bad friend.
Your friend is a horrible friend, and you basically just lived the song Drops of Jupiter.
Yeah. This is 700 milligrams. This information was not shared with us until much later after taking said edible. At that point, I would have been like, hey, don't tell me. I want to pretend that what I'm feeling right now is maybe just a...
Did you finally get the chance to dance upon the Milky Way?
Oh my God. My maid of honor and I both got hit like a fucking Mack truck, and we're so unintentionally high against our will for like 3 days.
3 days?
3 days. The friend who gave us the edible was fine, question mark, I guess, question mark.
Well, it wouldn't matter. Who gives a fuck?
I feel like let's not be friends with that person anymore. I'm not lying. If you are going to give your friend some kind of drug, recreationally, and I'm talking about obviously marijuana, but do not tell them exactly what you're giving them, milligrams, whatever. That should be an informed choice on their part.
Oh, 100%.
That's really fucked up.
And also, if you are giving them something and they are not like asking questions, it's probably because they believe you know what their tolerance level is,
and that you would,
and they trust you.
Exactly. And
I feel like either you completely misjudged their tolerance, or you're a dick.
Yeah, 100%.
Those were the only 2 options.
100%. I've been getting into weed gummies.
Yeah,
it's. I feel like it's helping me in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
I take a half of a 5 milligram, okay? And that's enough for me. Sometimes if I'm feeling crazy before bed, I'll take a whole 5 milligram.
Yeah.
All right.
If I really want to sleep hard.
If I'm really trying to pass out and not have bad dreams.
Yeah.
And even then I'm like, I don't know. I can't imagine if one of my friends would give me a 700, I'd probably never speak to them ever again in my life. Just saying. Okay, anyways. Right? I don't even know. Walking into the super traditional church when I'm not religious at all, and walking down the aisle with everyone staring at me smiling felt like a legit horror movie. I would be so scared. I felt better when I finally got up to my husband and was able to squeeze his hands the whole ceremony, though. And then again,
you probably looked psychotic.
Yeah,
I can't imagine what you looked like. And he hasn't seen you since you were sober. This is his first seeing you, and he's probably like yo. And he can't talk to you. You can't tell him that you're high as shit. No. So he's probably like, are you good? Like, what the fuck?
The good news is a lot of people are probably like, she's just nervous. It's wedding
but
fright.
I would be so concerned.
I would too. Excuse me. And then again, even better, when the ceremony was over and people weren't staring at me anymore. It reminded me of the spotlight effect you guys just talked about. Like, you know that feeling when you're too high and you think everyone is staring at you? Well, everyone actually was, and I hated it. I apparently was able to pull through, though, because anyone I've told this story to that was there was shocked and said they had no idea. Okay, so
that's
period.
good.
You pulled it together. That's good. I guess I can add staying calm in a stressful situation to my resume. LOL, probably staying away from weed for a while after that, though. Thank you for your story. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, oh my gosh is right. You want to talk about crazy fiascos? Here's the next story for you. Are you ready?
I'm buckled up.
Because this was actually supposed to go after. It's also a bit of an animal story.
Okay.
This is called the spaghetti theater. Spaghetti dinner.
I don't even know what word that's supposed to be.
The spaghetti dinner. Sorry.
Spaghetti dinner. Got it.
That left me traumatized.
I'm so excited that there's going to be an Italian restaurant in this town.
I know.
And it better be good or I'm going to be pissed.
Get ready to poop it. Do you know how often I just
want
a
A1
good
crab yesterday? I had a crab boil yesterday, and then I ate ice cream. And I had a coffee today.
That's a lot of butter.
With 4
That always messes me up. Not
4
the ice
shots.
Sorry.
4 shots of espresso this morning.
Yeah, good for you. Live it up.
Still haven't shit.
That's really scary for this couch and me.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. I was in so much pain. I Winnie the Pooh'd it last night to bed. I had no pants, no underwear on because I could not have any pressure.
Oh, I thought you were like from like shitting, and I was like, so you did shit last night? You know, that was just from being full.
Yeah, just from being bloated as hell.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, there's a tickle, and I left my water in my car.
Arnar.
Okay. You have to just like scratch it sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is from Jack. And he had a
dinner?
spaghetti dinner. Anyways, all I was going to say was I can't wait to just have a night. Sometimes I just want a pasta. Yes. And I've been having to make my own. Yes. And I'm tired of it.
And I burn it.
Jerry can't cook.
I want breadsticks.
Yeah, buddy. That sounds good. Except I can't do red sauces anymore, so they better have some white sauce options. Or I'm flipping chairs. Just kidding. Okay, this says, hey, Jack26 from England here, and you can use my name. I promise the story is way more traumatizing than it seems, starting out, so just bear with me. So back in 2022, I was living in London, so let me set the scene. Not long moved in, my microwave is being delivered in a few days. I'm lazy, it's late, and I want to slap a spaghetti bolognese ready meal right in, into the meal in, but not into the microwave, because it's not there.
Right.
So I use the oven.
Right.
With the oven safe container.
Right.
Oven safe is in all caps. That part is important. About 10 minutes in, the packaging starts to literally melt. I panic. I grab my oven mitt and dump the spaghetti onto the nearest thing that I can find. A baking tray, because I'm an idiot. I don't think so. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, what other options are there?
Yeah. I then place the fucking baking tray of spaghetti back into that sounds funny.
You gotta finish it.
Back into the oven. I take the melted container over to the bin just outside the kitchen door, and a fucking rat touches my toes. all the bad things that happen all at one time.
You better put that fucking melted container on top of that rat and kill it.
It says, I scream. The rat gets offended and runs into my bedroom.
The rat's there to help you cook. It's Ratatouille.
He said, let me get up under your hat and fix this bolognese situation. Okay. Screaming bloody murder. It's in the bathroom.
Sound like a bitchinese. Let me help you out here.
I run back into my kitchen. I jump up onto the sofa because it's an open plan kitchen, and I scream bloody murder to my phone across the room because I'm on FaceTime this entire time. And at this point, I have lost the rat. This thickums with 2 C's rat has completely vanished inside my apartment. At this point, the baking tray decides it's going to warp, and it slides up against the oven door. Spaghetti is going to go everywhere, but I have to open it. So I do. I panic again, grab oven mitts and a trash bag, and I try scooping the piping hot spaghetti up.
Oh, no.
While on the lookout so this rat doesn't tickle my toes again.
Or get your spagooter.
It's so true. I get it all cleaned up. The coast is clear. I go around the house turning all the lights on, and in my panic state, I ask my friends on the phone, are rats scared of the dark? An important question. I think no.
I think no.
I go to my room, and what do I see sitting in the middle of my bedroom? The rat.
It's got its tiny little paws together, and it's like
probably so cute, dude. I love rats. I'm sorry. It runs towards me and then stops and runs back into my room. This rat really said, nah, G, I like it in here, and goes behind my nightstand. Gone with the wind again. At this point, I'm on my bed with a broom, smacking about with it, feeling like that bitch from Tom and Jerry. Hopeless and defeated, I call my building's out of hours number, and I explain the situation, and they just laugh and go, I'm sorry, we've just never had a call like this before. They're no help. I debate luring a fox in to, I guess, deal with the rat. Then it said, but then where would it end? I need someone to deal with the fox.
That's true. That's true. I was just thinking about that.
Luckily, by this point, my upstairs neighbor replies to my message and comes down, or I would have had a fox problem on my hands, too. She comes down, wine drunk as hell, and then she smacks a broom around my room, and we searched, and it was gone. Into the walls with its thick rat booty to tell its little rat friends how it touched my toes and ruined my life. Rat 1, me 0. I don't live there anymore. I left for completely different reasons, but the rat probably thinks it won. Now,
and I can't live with that.
No, I can't. And now I think about the night anytime I have spaghetti. Anyways, fuck that rat, and I refuse to not wear socks if I'm mobile. Thanks for possibly reading and sharing my pain. It feels good to get this ratty weight off my chest. P.S. I later had exterminators out a few times before I moved, and it turns out that the rats had been eating the poison and not dying. So I was essentially up against Terminator rats. Thank God I left. They probably would have made me their bitch, as if I'm not already.
Oh my God.
Great story, Jack. Wow. That's so scary.
That you just find them with the spaghetti and they're just using the rat poison
As
like
seasoning?
Yeah, like Parmesan cheese. They're like, say when. They're like, it's never enough. Damn.
Never enough. Oh, that's good. This next one is why I said I had something to tell you. It's another one of my favorites, a new favorite series that we've accidentally started, whereas people with synesthesia write in and tell us what we sound and smell and taste like.
Fuck yeah!
I love it. Fuck yeah, dude. This one. Okay, ready. This is, the pronouns are he, him.
Okay.
Hey, ladies, this literally, I almost said, this email is literally just to tell you that I also have synesthesia.
Were the other two people she, hers?
Yes.
Were they both she, hers, or was one of they, them?
I think this is...
I feel like this is the first he, him.
I agree. I think so, too.
Okay, I wonder if we taste different to a he, him.
You'll see. I've had it for as long as I can remember. I didn't get it from being launched off a horse named Tiffany, although I grew up riding and I've gotten close a couple times. I'm also autistic, so for a majority of my life, I just associated it to that. And it wasn't until I was like 16 that I realized that it's also just its own thing, that you can just have synesthesia. You know who else I heard has it? Pharrell.
Interesting.
He, like with music, he can see it.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
John Mayer, too. Didn't I say that before?
No, I didn't know that. You might have, because I forget a lot. Anyways, I have it with colors primarily. It almost never changes for me. The colors of things especially have always stayed the same. I occasionally get scents, but flavors are pretty rare. Sierra, your name is a dark blue/purple color. I love that they're all saying kind of similar things, because I also feel like that is my vibe.
Yeah.
More on the blue side, but it's not navy. It's like the darkest part of a sunset/sunrise, which is my shit. I love it. Jerry, your name is a gradient. I usually don't get gradients, but it does happen occasionally. It starts off as a really nice, fresh, bright green and tapers into orange.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
That also checks out.
I know. Also, a friend of mine also has synesthesia, and our colors match up a good amount of time. I'd say around 60 to 70% of my colors are the same as his and have been ever since we first discovered this insanely useless superpower back in high school. Then they send another email. Also, Jerry, you do taste like peanut butter. Then it says, sadly, I am allergic.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I hope you don't get any symptoms from hearing me.
It says, allegedly, because I've been eating them all my life and I accidentally ate one for the first time in years the other day, and here I fucking am. So riddle me that, allergists.
Hey, that happens. You can develop allergies when you get older. I was actually teaching with someone and she developed an allergy to citrus. Like in her 30s.
You know, that's like one of my fears. One of my silly Sierra fears is that I'm going to eat a peanut one day or like get stung by a bee and not realize that I've developed a horrible allergy and I won't have an EpiPen.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Dude, not having an EpiPen is actually a fear of mine.
Yeah.
Because like
same.
How do you know if you're going to need it?
And I
like
think that
people don't normalize just having one.
Yeah, I think we should, because I think about that all the time, because Sawyer's never been stung by a bee and I am always worried. I'm like, her first time.
That's true.
I don't know.
That's true.
If she's got a bee allergy.
People normalize like having car tweezers. Why don't we normalize having like car EpiPens?
We should. I bet it's expensive probably.
Are EpiPens expensive?
Gotta be.
Also,
look at this economy. Look at this nation that we have with medical.
Would they do well in heat? Or extreme cold? Would that affect it probably?
I wouldn't keep it in your car. Maybe in your purse.
Well, it's a first aid thing. I have a first aid kit in my car.
Yeah, that's
true.
Do
I have an EpiPen in my first aid kit in my car? I
Probably
gotta check.
not.
I have tiny scissors.
I feel like those are
not
something. I feel like those are something that you gotta get from a pharmacy, baby.
They don't just sell them?
I would assume not.
You have to be prescribed one?
Maybe.
That seems stupid.
Maybe you don't have to be prescribed them, but it's kind of like Narcan now, where you do have to get them at a pharmacy, but you don't need a prescription necessarily. But that you have to, like when you used to have to get Plan C at a pharmacy. What?
Plan C?
Sorry. Plan B. Plan C is something totally different. You guys don't want to know.
What's Plan C?
You don't want to know.
You don't having it. Plan B is not. What's Plan C?
You don't want to know about Plan C. Anyways, you used to have to go get Plan B up at the pharmacy, but you didn't need a prescription. And it was like $300. It was crazy. Anyways. There's more to you, though. Weirdly enough, your scent is vastly different, though, than peanut butter.
My scent?
The only way I can describe it is you smell like Easter.
Oh.
Like generic gummy candies. Dots, maybe? Fruit snacks?
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Sierra, unfortunately, I do not know what you taste like. That's okay. You said it was rare. I'm okay with that. But your voice and name smell like a combination of pine needles and black licorice.
Oh, black licorice again.
I know, and I like the pine needles thing because
Yeah.
I love the smell of pine needles. He says, I want it as a candle. It doesn't smell like a candle would, though. It's very natural. It has a bit of sweetness to it, too, similar to root beer. Then this says, another email. This was all written seconds before I unpaused this episode to hear that someone else said purple and licorice for Sierra. I love that we're all on the same page here.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, very cool.
Love it.
Interesting.
Let us know what we taste, smell, and look like to you if you have this awesome superpower, because it's one of the coolest things I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And if you just have it anyways and you get it from like music and stuff, tell us like what some of your things are that you hear and what they look like, songs and stuff, if you can describe it.
Yeah.
Fun.
It's so fun.
It's
such a cool way to feel seen.
Yeah. It's like you see me in a way that no one else sees me. And also
but in a way that I see myself that I could have never described seeing myself.
Because it matches us both so well.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like I understand why I'm so drawn to the colors like blue and purple.
Yeah.
And green, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I never clocked it, but
you're not clocking.
But after I can't stop thinking about it, but ever since somebody was like, "Oh, you must really like the color green because both of my kids are named after shades of green."
Yeah.
I never realized that. And my dad's name is a shade of green as well.
Is it?
Yeah, and orange for the longest time has been my favorite color. Not like stereotypical, like vibrant orange, but like
more like a terracotta.
I like terracotta, but I also like creamsicle. I like very natural shades of orange, like
that's how I feel
nature
about
orange.
Purple. Purple is not my favorite color, but I like as just purple.
Yeah.
But I love like deep purple or like lavender.
Yes. Yeah.
My two favorites.
So I feel like it's really cool that I really like greens, and I really like how orange plays in light and nature and stuff.
Yeah.
And like that seems to be something that comes up a lot.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. This one's fun. This one is titled Golf Carts Are Easy to Tip. Let me tell you more. Here we go. Hey ladies, Megan here, and I have a story from my husband's golf escapades and my brother. Now, I've changed the men's name, but I don't think anyone listens, so we're safe to tell the story anyways. First, my husband loves golf, and he and his friends do their own tournament, aka Drunk Fest, every summer called the Bromaha Open. Which, honestly, great name. Great name. It's a play on the name of the city we live in, Omaha, Nebraska.
You know what?
And then it says, yes, Jerry, Nebraska exists, and Nebraskans love golf.
Nebraska's in the fucking middle of the country.
Yeah, like, we're going to go there.
Dead fucking center. Yeah, because I want to see for myself.
And I'm going to the Bromaha Open.
The fact that it is in the dead center of the country weirds me out.
Yeah.
It feels very Bermuda Triangle to me.
It kind of does, yeah.
Also,
especially because I didn't know anything about it, and it's just been our front and center this entire time.
Yeah,
You've been my belly button, and I had no idea.
I had no idea the country's belly button. That's wild.
That's so crazy.
That is wild. We're the shirt pocket.
I thought we were. I would say we're Nebraska. A titty.
The Nebraska's our belly button.
Yeah, we are the shirt pocket for sure.
You know how like you can't explain girlhood.
Yeah,
we're like men are missing out because you can't explain girlhood. I feel like I really want to know what it's like to be a bro.
I Well, when I hear things like the Bromaha Open, I'm like, damn, I'm missing out. I am missing out.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever told this story, but there was a situation where somebody told me that he was really sad, and while he was really sad, this group of guys threw him a barbecue to cheer him up, and I was infuriated by this because of the situation. And I was like, you're telling me they threw you a barbecue? And he was like, yeah, turns out that actually never happened. They didn't throw him that. But the idea of a barbecue.
Yeah. The way that you just said that all is so funny to me. I'm sorry I laughed in the middle of it, but it was like I was clicking into what you were talking about halfway through, and it just made me laugh. Sorry.
It's an insane thing that's a true story. But a barbecue sounds so fun.
It does. I want to do bro stuff.
I want to do bro stuff. I feel like bro stuff shouldn't just be reserved for boys.
I agree.
We could be bros.
Let's go golfing.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, wait, but we gotta be careful because this is
okay.
A few years ago at the Bromaha Open, my husband was driving a cart. It was trying to drive it down a little hill near a tee box that was actually kind of steep. His golf partner for the day, we'll call him Tiny, was riding shotgun. Well, my husband misjudged the angle and the cart started to tip over. Mind you, they probably tip pretty slowly. You're not going that fast on them.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's, I think, what was the case here. So his initial reaction was to lean out of the cart and start to hop out because the driver's side was up the hill and he could escape the mess that was about to unfold and not get rolled over by a golf cart. My husband assumed that Tiny would do the same thing and hop out. Nope. This dumbass turtled, tucked his arms and legs in, and just rolled down the little hill with the golf cart. Golf bags and golf clubs go flying. Tiny was okay and didn't get landed on. The cart is on its side, and guys come running to help. Unless you're my husband's friend Adam, who ran over and just wanted a picture of Tiny in the tipped cart. Bros, dude. Bro stuff.
Bros.
Just bros doing bro things. When their friends could be horribly hurt.
Bro pictures of broken bros.
Okay. He was disappointed, though, because they quickly set the cart back up and started to pick up their shit. Then the cart girl came around the corner and asked what was going on. Cart girls are the attractive ladies who drive carts around selling beer and drinks on the course. I've never been to a nice enough golf course, I think, because where has that been all my life?
Sounds like we need to assign ourselves a job.
I said that I would be a great golf... That.
You want to start that over?
Let's do it. Period. You know. Okay. Anyways. Word. They're hard. Okay. So am I for golf carts, dude.
Because I'm a bro.
Because I'm at the Bromaha Open. I smacked my mouth off that. I got so excited. Okay.
I'm rock hard
for golfing. Seriously, do you want to start a business?
Yeah.
Cart girls? Love it. She could clearly see these drunk men had just done something stupid, but they wouldn't admit they'd tipped the cart over as they didn't want to get kicked off the course. The second story I have is for my brother. He got into golf in college, and there's an old video somewhere he took as he was driving a cart. So he's driving and taking this video.
Yeah.
Across the course, and he yells, "Look, there's a fox!" But that sweet, sweet dumbass hits a huge empty creek bed as he videos the fox and proceeds to launch his passenger out of the cart, and then the video cuts out. Please send us that video if you have it.
Please.
See you ladies in Omaha with my friend Sarah and my sister Sarah with an H.
Double Sarahs.
Double Sarahs at the Bromaha. We're going to take that. It's
Dude.
Bromahas Go Wild.
Yep.
I can't wait.
Girls Gone Bromaha.
Girls Gone Bromaha.
Listen, how funny would it be to start a cart girl business, but we don't tell the golf courses that we've done it? We just get a golf cart and we start driving. They gotta chase us off. Yeah,
dude, that would be so funny.
Dude, we're gonna upcharge the shit out of the beers.
Yeah, and we can sell those little shot things that they have. Just like Or maybe place them. We don't even make money. I'm just placing them in holes.
Yeah.
Surprise, you reach in, you pulled out a fireball.
We're going to be like Easter bunnies, but on the golf
with
course.
Drunks. I mean, with beers.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I love ideas.
I love ideas. I think I love committing crimes.
I love doing illegal things with my friends. I think I love doing hood rat shit with my friends. That's a fact. I really do. All right.
Hell.
How many more stories do you think we have time for?
I don't know. How many more do you want?
2 or 3?
Sure.
We'll do 3. And then I have 2 back-to-back from the same person who might be my favorite person of all time. Okay. And you'll see why. Okay. This one is, I don't think I'm allowed to say the name. They didn't give me their name. Okay. So this one is a haunted one, though. Oh, I had to put these in between silly ones so we wouldn't be too scared.
Okay.
This is called My Haunted Ass House. Hey, ladies, 25-year-old she, her. Hopefully, this isn't too long of a story, but I wanted to share about the haunted house I grew up in. First, to paint a picture of this house so you understand the creepy feel to it, I'll attach a photo at the end. And just so you know, that's the house. It does look kind of
creepy. Mm-hmm.
It's old.
Speaking of haunted houses.
What?
Are you aware that Matt Rife now...
Dude, I was watching it all last night, Jerry. I was watching them there. I'm actually pissed. I don't even want to talk about it. I feel it feels so yucky and like cash grabby, and I could go on forever because I was watching them. These spirits are pissed. They were on live last night, not him specifically, but the guy he bought it with. Yeah. And it ended up popping up his live. So I was like, what is this about? I'm going to check it out. And they're like, you know, there was a lot of activity going on, but there was a guy with them who used to work with Ed and Lorraine. And he was like, they're really mad. They're really upset. The spirits here are really disturbed. Like, this guy is trying to do it in a way where he's like, if you have people coming every night, you need to be cleansing it every single night in between. Yeah. They were like, yeah, we could do that. We'll just add it on like sheet changing. And the guy was like, okay, but you have to have a special person who knows how to do it, come and cleanse it. Who do you know that can do that? And they're like, we'll figure something out. Like, yeah, it just feels so the guy was freaking out about the fact that he's like, we don't want to open this up and let it get out of the house is the thing. Right. Attached to people, have them take it back to their house. Like, it is something that you really don't want to mess with. And I was watching it and getting stressed the fuck out. Yeah. So, yeah.
That was my first thought, too. I was like, this feels... messy.
It feels bad. It feels like disrespectful, number one, but also just like you really have to be careful with those kind of things. It's not like
he's like, it's such a fun hobby, and I'm like,
it's not a hobby. Not a hobby. Especially because the guy who was there, who was, you know, cleansing and stuff, and again had worked with Ed and Lorraine, was basically saying like, these are not human entities. These are not ghosts that you're dealing with.
Right.
So just know that. You're not gonna catch me there. I'll fucking tell you that for free. Okay. This house was one of the first built in the town I grew up in. One of those houses where you probably don't have any neighbors, and the street is named after the people who lived there. Technically, it was only 1 story, but it was renovated a couple years prior to us moving in, and this added a second floor, which was actually just 3 bedrooms built into the attic with a staircase going up. The windows were the kind that you had to push up to slide them open. The floors creaked everywhere you walked, and there was an unfinished basement. Now, when I say unfinished, I mean the ground was concrete that had cracked over time. The stairs going down were very steep, skinny, and must have been built when the house was by the way the wood creaked and the nails poked through the side. If you looked up, you could see exposed wood holding up the floorboards upstairs. There was 2 crawl spaces that were at eye level, so you couldn't even get into them, and full of gravel and so dark you couldn't see to the end. I don't like that. I don't like that. The creepiest part, though, was the well. We had boarded it up shortly after moving because my mom was scared someone would fall in, like one of the kids. Which is so scary and something I don't think about enough, I think, is kids falling in wells. That's good. I'm going to add that to my list of things to worry about all the time.
Great.
Okay.
Like you need more.
I know. I'm just collecting them at this point. All of this being said, I actually loved this house at first. Everything was normal until it just wasn't. It started with small things, like we had a shit ton of spiders in the basement, so we had the house fumigated. But over time, the spiders came back and got way worse. We had black widow spiders starting to come upstairs too, since the downstairs was so infested with them.
Ew.
Yeah. The exposed wood in the basement I mentioned earlier, between every bit of wood was caked in cobwebs that would drape down, and you couldn't even go down there without them touching you.
Oh, no.
Horrific. That's actually my... No. I mean, that part really isn't, quote, haunted, but it adds to the overall effect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My friends would come over and all sleep in my room, but wouldn't even go to the bathroom at night without a buddy system. The vibes were just off. One night, I had woken up to every single thing in my room turned on all at once.
No.
My TV, lamp, lights,
No.
fan, all on at the same time.
No.
I had a feeling whatever turned it on wanted it on, so I just went back to sleep. Like, I'm not going to fucking shut those off. We're not going to play this game all night.
No, I'm not pissing you off.
Nope. My mom had come home one night after work to see all the lights on in the house, but no one home, and she said she saw someone walking in our kitchen.
Ugh.
This scared her so bad that she called the cops to come search the house, and they found nothing. One day I was doing dishes in the kitchen, and from the corner of my eye behind me, I swear I saw a really dark figure standing right in the hall where the basement door was, and when I turned around, there was nothing there. I left the house immediately after because I'm not about to fuck around and find out, but I think the worst experience I had in this place was one where whatever was there took the shape of my friend. My room and the guest room were right beside each other, but kind of facing each other. My closet was right beside my door, so I'm sitting in front of it doing my laundry. My friend's hanging out in the spare room on the bed where I can see her across the hall from my room. We are talking while I'm doing my thing, and then she comes to walk in my room, so I lean back so she can walk in front of me into the room. I looked up to talk to her, expecting to see her sitting on my bed, but she wasn't there. I whip my head the other direction and see she's still in the spare room.
No.
This freaked me out so bad, and I told her what I just saw, and she agreed we should leave the house for a bit. I've always been scared of the dark, but living there, I never slept without at least one light on, so I could see my surroundings, and I never felt at ease alone ever. Well, thanks for listening to my story, and I hope it makes the cut. Also, just to add, we ended up parting ways at this house a couple months after. In a couple months after, it burned down, and they demolished it. Bye.
It burned down?
It burned down.
That makes me feel like something really bad was there.
I know. How horrifying to be like, oh, let me just let you scooch by, and then it's not your friend at all.
No. I remember when we were on the episode we did with Christine and Em, mimics, something that takes the form of something that you recognize, of you or someone you know. That
so scary. Don't ever.
Doppelgangers or mimics, that freaks me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, because I was watching this, the guy that bought that house, and it was really creepy because he had one of those like things that we use kind of on our phone, but it says words, but it's like a heavy hand.
Yeah.
Anyways, and it just is saying words, but it's like saying things that go along, and it says Nick, and the camera guy is like, that's my name. Then it talks a little bit more, and then it says William, and the camera guy is like, that's my fucking middle name. He said my first and my middle name. And they were like, are you staying here tonight? And he was like, yeah. No,
I'm not anymore. I'm not now.
These are gonna make you smile.
Well, I certainly hope so. I actually remembered while you were talking about that, about having the police come. I was gonna tell this story on the And That's Why We Drink episode that we did, and I totally forgot. When I was living in my college house with my cousin and our friend Jess, I woke up one night to Erica, Mario Kart Erica, standing over me, and she goes, Jerry, the police are on their way.
What?
And I was like, why? And she goes, someone's in the house. And so Erica and Jess were with me
Could
up
not
in
think
my
of
room.
A worse way to be woken up, by the way.
No fucking shit.
Literally.
Erica and Jess had heard somebody talking, and they believed somebody was in the house. And Erica and I think Jess had run over, because Erica and Jess's rooms like faced each other. And so Jess had run to Erica's room, and they believed they saw somebody. And so they ended up calling the police, and then they ran up to my room because my room was in the attic. And then they told me the police were on their way to search the house. Police searched the house, and nothing was there.
Oh, that's so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah, so they were like, I think maybe you just heard someone outside. And they're like, we saw someone.
Maybe we're haunted.
Yeah.
Did that ever occur to you?
Was that around the time I was playing with Ouija boards that I made in the house? Maybe.
Jerry.
Did Erica yell at me and tell me I have to stop doing that? Yeah.
I would have
She
to. I'd
did.
be pissed. I'd be like, you don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
Not in my house.
Yeah.
All right. This person, our next writer of our next 2 emails, her name is Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Sam. And you'll find out why I love Sam here shortly. This story is called The Great Taco Bell Fiasco of 24. Okay. Hi, Jerry and Sierra. My name is Sam, and I have a nightmare poop story full of love, anguish, and a bathroom angel. Let me set the scene. It's November 2023, and I'm convinced lactose intolerance is simply a mindset. Anyways, this situationship that she had, who I met in the comments of a TikTok live, red flag number 37.
Okay.
Invites me out for a classy night of, you guessed it, Taco Bell and parking lot loitering. Romantic. I agree because my self-worth was somewhere between a soggy fry and a gas station rose. We get our food. I order a Crunchwrap Supreme with extra cheese because I like to live dangerously and pretend I'm not violently lactose intolerant. That was my villain origin story.
Sounds like you're living Moss.
Yeah. Yeah. 15 minutes later, my gut goes from vibes to DEFCON 1. I start sweating like I'm on Hot Ones. My stomach sounds like a haunted dishwasher. I sprint to the Taco Bell bathroom like it's the frickin' Hunger Games. Now this is where it gets dark. I sit down and instantly regret every decision I could have made. My soul is trying to escape through my colon. Mid-exorcism, I hear someone else come in and softly say, "Oh no." Same girl.
Oh.
She taps on the stall next to me and goes, "Do you need a napkin? Or like a priest?" I start laughing, which was a huge mistake because my body took that as a signal to unleash the final boss battle.
Oh no.
Then she, this literal angel, goes, "Hold on, I got you." This woman leaves, comes back, not comebacks.
Comes on my back.
Comes back and slides a Sprite under the door.
Aww.
I have never been more moved. I would have named my firstborn after her. Meanwhile, the man I came with, he texts me, "You good?" And then he leaves. He left me there.
Well,
at the scene of the crime.
Honestly, I would have told him to leave me. I would have said, "Go.
Leave me here. There's
Yeah.
nothing here for you anymore."
Yeah.
I came out 20 minutes later looking like I just fought in a Civil War reenactment, and I had to call my mom to pick me up.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was her ride.
I didn't
too.
realize that was your ride.
Yeah. So yeah.
You probably, honestly, I would have walked. I
Yeah.
don't know how far you were from anything, but hopefully it was a cool night. I probably would have needed it.
She just needed that walk.
Yeah.
So yeah, he ghosted me after that. But honestly, fair. If I were him, I would have ghosted me too. The moral of the story, never trust a man who calls you bro mid-flirt. Lactose is a liar and a thief. And if you find your soulmate in a Taco Bell bathroom, never let her go.
Never let her go.
Forever your biggest oversharer, a walking Crunchwrap cautionary tale. And that was a good story. But then I realized she wrote in another story.
Oh, Sam.
And this story might be my favorite story of all time.
Sam!
Are you ready?
Twosies.
This is a scandal. And it's called The Engagement That Ruined a National Holiday and Shattered My Grandmother's Reality. Ready?
Okay.
Hey, Jerry and Sierra. My name's Sam. And let me just say, I never set out to be a con artist. I wasn't trying to be the Anna Delvey of my family. But sometimes you lie a tiny bit and suddenly you're fake engaged, spiraling and actively ruining a national holiday. You know, just Tuesday stuff.
Okay.
So I go home for Thanksgiving break and my entire family's acting like I'm on a dating game show hosted by my aunt. So any boys in your life? My fight or flight kicked in. And God is my witness. I said, actually, I'm engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. I blacked out. Something possessed me. Maybe it was Satan. Maybe it was cranberry sauce fumes. But now I had to commit. So I did what any emotionally unstable, detail-oriented icon would do. I found a random man on Pinterest. I gave him a name. Chadwick, because it sounded both rich and emotionally available.
Chadwick. Mine was Greg.
Period. Mine was Ricky.
I was in 8th grade.
I was going to say, I might have been in 6th or 7th grade. I created a fake. I created a fake.
Created a what?
A fake backstory. I got Chadwick on the brain. A fake backstory.
It's tardy for the party all over again.
Tardy for the party.
Go listen to the end. That's why we drink episode.
You got to. We keep telling you to. Why aren't you yet? Yeah. Damn.
You should get that joke.
This says, quote, he works in crypto, but he's humble about it. And I told everyone we met at a faith and finance retreat because nothing says spiritual and sexy like mutual funds and prayer circles. Do you see why this is my favorite person I've ever?
Oh my God.
My mom printed the photo and put it on the fridge right next to a magnet that says live, laugh, love. The irony was overwhelming.
Oh, hell.
And then things snowballed. Suddenly, I'm being asked about wedding colors, bachelorette themes, whether we're doing buffet or plated. My grandma starts crocheting us a blanket.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
My uncle, who hasn't contacted me since the 2016 clam bake incident,
which now we need to know about,
send us that story, sends me a link to a wedding DJ named DJ Randy, the beat surgeon. And he's not the beat surgeon. And he says he did my buddy's 3rd marriage. Highly recommend. This is the funniest fucking story I've ever read.
Dude, listen, I was really hoping that your uncle sent you a check. That would have been so fucking sick.
That would have been sick. This is for the beat surgeon. So now I'm Googling barn venues with alpacas and pretending to take calls from Chadwick like, no, babe, we're not doing succulents as centerpieces. Stop it.
You're fake taking calls? Sam!
But then, cousin Amy, jealous since birth, let's be real, decides to Nancy Drew her way into my scam, and she recognizes Chadwick as a male model from an H&M ad.
Amy, you bitch.
You bitch.
I was going to ask you to be my fake of honor.
My maid of faking.
But here we are.
She exposes me mid-Thanksgiving dinner, which, mind you, I'm pretty sure, is this the same Thanksgiving? Because printed out pictures and all that, have we done this for a year? Iconic, if so. It's gotta be. She exposes me mid-Thanksgiving dinner by holding her phone up like she's submitting evidence to the Supreme Court. Chaos. My grandpa said, I knew that man didn't look like he eats carbs. My mom cried into the green bean casserole. My aunt whispered, she needs therapy. My dad goes, she's just creative.
She's just creative.
And honestly, he's not wrong. So now I'm banned from making announcements at family functions.
Wait, is it all at one holiday?
It
has to be in one day. It has to be in one day because there's no way it lasted
went on for a year. Well, hold on. My cousin Amy still looks at me like I faked a pregnancy too. But the worst of all, my grandma still refuses to believe that Chadwick isn't real.
Oh no, because grandma did start knitting a blanket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it was a whole year. She tags me in wedding inspo posts on Facebook like, Sam, wouldn't this place just be darling for the big day? Girl, I made him up. He's not coming. We are not registered at Crate and Barrel. Anyways, that's the time I catfished my own family, broke my grandma's heart, and emotionally adopted a crypto bro from the internet. With love and deeply misplaced confidence. And then it says, love, not engaged, just dramatic.
Sam, I need to know how long this lasted.
Want me to punch it up even more and write a fake wedding registry?
Try again. One more time.
Want me to punch it up even more or write a fake wedding registry? Guys, this is how our ads go.
Yeah, it is every single time.
You just don't actually
Run
hear
it back.
This part. Want me to punch it up even more or write a fake wedding registry for Chadwick just for fun? Say that 3 times fast. That's a really hard sentence to say.
I won't.
But yeah, I do want you to do that. Sam, sorry I ruined the end of your story with my stupid mouth.
Sam, how long did you do this for? Was it just one? Because if it was just one holiday, if you made up the lie just to fuck with your aunt because she wouldn't leave you alone, because that's honestly none of her business, to me that's not.
I love it.
That's not a big deal.
That is iconic.
That is iconic, not a big deal. If you kept this lie up for a year,
do you want to be my best friend?
That's wild. That is.
I think I love you, but what am I so afraid of?
Iconic behavior.
I'm afraid of you is what I'm afraid of. Because that takes commitment, that takes dedication, that takes like committing to the bit to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And I respect it, and I fear it.
That part I respect it and I fear it,
and that makes me like you more because I'm a little afraid.
Yeah, that is your type.
I know.
Hey, if you guys respect us and fear us a little bit,
you should come to our show. It's in Bromaha, Nebraska.
At least one of them is.
For sure. Yeah. But also Florida, don't worry about hurricanes. I read that you were worried about hurricanes. Don't worry about it.
Hey, one thing I know about us is we are blessed and highly favored by the universe, and things just work out for us. So when we're going to be there, it's going to be fine.
Don't even worry. And if it isn't fine, we're going to have another show. It'll be okay.
It's going to be. You don't even have to worry about it. It's going to be fine.
But it's going to be fine.
So don't worry about it.
Come hang out with us. We want to see you, Florida, Alabama. We want to see you.
Yeah, we might be doing. Listen, hey, you idiots. we might be giving away free merch.
We might be doing a contest,
pajama contest.
And how fun does that sound with all your friends?
It does not sound like so much fucking fun. But you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And if you don't come to the fucking show, you can't win.
Bring your fake fiancés to our show,
yeah.
Please.
Love you.
I love you so much. Truly, you're the best thing that's ever happened to us.
That's true.
And I'm not even pulling your dick when I say that.
Not even a little bit. My hand's nowhere near your dick when I say that.
2 hands up here.
Straight to God. Hey, we love you guys so much. We'll see you next week.
All right.
We're out.
Goodbye. Right to God.